a refresh here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to switch weapons at a speed approaching lunacy. We're talking about the animation cancel QuickDraw glitch, depending on who you might ask. This is the method a lot of PvP pros and YouTube streamers use to get those absolutely sick montages where they rack up kill after kill after kill and seem to instantly clean people up with a hand cannon shot after a whiffed sniper round or a whiffed shotgun blast. So if I've spiked your interest and you notice the disgusting montage going in the background with me using weapon switching, then sit back and let me explain how this is all done. Oh, and if you like this video, don't forget to drop me a like or subscribe below. Okay, so for this animation cancel quick switch to work, you're basically telling the animation system to reload, and as it's reloading, you're quickly going, nope, stop, I want to sprint. So the animation for the reload cancels quickly and just goes, whatever, let's quickly go straight to your gun that you've actually picked. So here's an example of it. So you got your gun out like this, and if you usually switch weapons, for me I have Q set to change weapons back and forwards, which I will explain to you why I do that in a moment. As you can see, this is the standard time it takes to switch between two, which is, let's be honest with you, it's not the great, especially without any kind of quick draw on your weapons. So to speed this process up, what we're going to do is you're going to press the key that you use to switch weapons, which for me is Q, but for you are probably 1 or 2. This won't work on the gamepad. And then as you press that key, I want you to immediately sprint, and that will tell it to switch to the sprint animation and come out of the animation cancel. And I'll show you what it looks like. So we'll turn over here. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this as smooth as I can. Well, first time. As you can see immediately, much faster. And what I'm trying to do here, I'll use different fingers so it might not work every time, so I can see it better. I'm going to press Q first and then W and Shift second. That's my mindset. So I think I press Q and then Shift, these together, and you see how fast it is. And you think about how this will really help you clear people up. So let's just say, for example, you get a sniper shot off, and then you can immediately finish them off. You get a body, and then you're done. Or it works both ways. You get a headshot. Ooh. Hang on, fresh. Get it working. So you get the body shot, and then you switch straight away to the sniper. And with more and more practice, you get better at it. Sometimes I'll press all 3 keys together. I'll press Q, W, and Shift together, and it will work, but less consistency. The important thing is you need to send the command to the system that you're changing weapon, and as this animation kicks in, you're doing a sprint. And all it needs is a tap. So you change and sprint. Change, sprint. Change, sprint. And that is it. That is how you do the quick switch animation. Now, this here will give you quick draw on every single weapon in the game. And if you look at a lot of top streamers, a lot of top YouTubers, most of them will use this in competitive. Not all the time, but most of them will do it. And as you can see, once you get it really going, you can really nail it down and really get it working really fast. Now, some things that will make it much easier for you to do this. The first thing that I would strongly suggest is that you change your sprint key from toggle to hold. That would be the first thing. This is what I would do. I would have your sprint set to hold instead of toggle. And this just means that when you're doing this system, you're not having to toggle off, because you're not intending to sprint from that point forward. You're literally initiating the animation cancel, and you don't want to be tapping sprint and then all of a sudden you're sprinting for the rest of that instance, and then you're having to tap it again to come out of it. You want to have it as a hold. I mean, you can do it with hold, with toggle, but hold's going to be best for you. Another thing that I would suggest, but a lot of people might find this difficult, is to have set a single key for your switch weapon. I personally find this very, very useful in PvP, because this allows you to know that I've got my main weapon, I need to quickly switch. I just press exactly the same key, it changes to the next weapon. I don't have to press 2 separate keys. And it also means that if you're doing the animation cancel, you're not having to stretch all the way up to 1 and 2, which is up here, and really overstretch your hand, and it doesn't really feel particularly good. It is doable, but again, this is just something that I find that makes it much, much easier. So try and stick with the Q key if you can. If not, stick to 1 and 2. And all you're doing again is you're pressing change weapon and then immediately initiate sprint. So you're basically Q and then mashing W and shift. That is all. If you're going to really small detail, what you should be doing is Q, W a microsecond later, and then shift. So it's almost like a roll action. You know, Q, W shift, Q, W shift, Q, W shift. That's the kind of the roll that you're after. You know, Q, W shift, Q, W shift, Q, W shift. And as you can see, when you get it really going, you can really switch very fast on this game. Now, this isn't considered an exploit. This is totally allowed within the game. You're not using any software, nothing to adjust. It's completely fine. All the top streamers use it. It's been in competitive for a very long time, and a lot of games have this issue as well. It's literally just a problem with the development of how the game works. So don't feel afraid to use this in the game if you need to. If you think there's anything I've missed in this guide at all, please let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to watch me play or talk to me at all in person, then feel free to join me on my Twitch stream. Details will be in the description below.